Okay, so when I ask you all to do these four Brahma Vihara, I also did myself. So at first it looked like theory to me, but when I write down, I also realized that it's something happen in the mind, the way we process the information. So that's why we say the Noble Eightfold Path. The first one is the right view. So when you have the right view, you you see things in the right way, then you have the right thoughts. So when we see the Brahma Vihara, if we can process it in the right way, then we have the right view. Then we start to think in the right with the right thoughts. So when I ask you to do, according to old sequence is the metta first and followed by karuna and mudita and upeka. But according to the Sayadaw, he start with mudita first. Then after that followed by karuna and metta and upeka. So when I follow this sequence, I also realize that yes, mudita is the easiest one to do. It seems very easy to do because it's something that make us happy. Things that make us happy is actually easier because everybody like happiness, and because of happiness there's always subtle craving. Yeah, but it's still okay because we are craving for the wholesome thing. Then karuna is something that makes us feel compassionate about when seeing somebody sick or animal need food. Like here I got dogs and cat, and then the cat is always every day non-stop asking for food, and then the dog is also looking at me with the expression wanting for more food. Even though we give them lots of food, they still wanting more and more and more, right? So I realized that actually mudita and karuna is actually easier to practice. Metta is actually much more kind of like softer level. It's kind of like kindness. Actually metta is and karuna is actually, these two are quite mixed with each other. And then the last one, I realized that I think most of you, when you do the homework, you also realize that upeka, the last one, equanimity, is actually very hard to do. Because from your homework, I can see that some you get it, some don't get it until I tell you what to do, what to do. Some of you manage to get it on one day, second day, third day. Then after a while, then you seems to, maybe you hurry, some of you hurry want to do the homework, then you don't really write the upeka well. Then after the upeka come back again. Alright? So before I show you some of the homework, some of you request me not to show the name, well, I just show the homework, okay? So before that, anybody want to say anything first? Sumita, you want to say something? How you feel? Because Sumita is the first one that do from beginning until now. Can you show us your video? Today we are more on the, we call it discussion style, alright? Can you show us your video also? Yes.
Well, what video? Shaggy, Rian?
Just tell us your feeling when you do this homework.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Good afternoon, Saji and all. I'm very happy and actually appreciated that Sagi gave us this homework, where I find that normally we do things in a rush, in a hurry, so we don't really notice the beautiful nature. But when we do mindfulness of breathing, we have to make sure we have a peaceful mind, calm mind, so that we can settle down, and we can feel the peace inside us. The surrounding all very peaceful, and we have the
Okay.
lightness in us. The heart becomes soft, tender, then easily the
Uh,
mind sinks down, and then we
when
won't
when
have
you do this for
thoughts of
Brahma
bothering
Vihara,
thoughts.
how do you feel from the first day you do until now? Yeah, number six, the sixth day. Do you feel there's different in the quality of your mind?
Yes, definitely,
Yeah,
because the mindfulness is
my first
sharper,
sharper.
and
Yes.
then you tend to also slow down to take a pause,
Mm.
and then you see more things, and then when you see, you begin to understand and relate to the Dhamma. Oh, this is impermanence. So if I accept it as impermanence, it changes or this, that. So there will be
Mm.
so much less suffering. Then it's like you synchronize your feeling to the condition that is
Mm.
is beyond. So you accept
Okay.
it, then there's no suffering. So you
So
have a
you'll
peaceful
be
mind.
more mindfulness. You see
Yeah.
more impermanence, and then you
Yes.
accept it. So you will have more peacefulness, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, compared to other students, yours is more. You write more. Okay. Is it because is easier for you to write, or because some of the students write very short?
Oh,
Sumita,
I don't
yeah.
know why I find the joy, and then the
Okay.
the thing
Yeah.
is automatically it gives me the idea to write it out. Otherwise, I have difficulty to write and talk one. So this one is
Okay.
like it's like so natural, no? The thing is
Okay.
there, and then you can
Okay.
see so clearly.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, what we do is I'm going to for the some of the homework day. So I think it's okay. Most of you are not writing anything so controversial. It's just very simple thing about your life. Okay. Yeah. So after that, I will highlight some I think is more good to discuss. All right. Okay. Later I will talk about metta. All right. So this one homework. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is about she do the day one. Call my friend for join. So we look at the way she write. Mudita call the friend, which she do it happily, and then not to best the fish. Mr. Karuna for the fish maybe. So metta is always happy, and then this one, okay. So I like it when you all can link the same thing together. So means that it's the same case story, but you see in mudita, karuna, and mudita. And this one, if she can put the upeka about the menu or the fish, then it should be nice. Okay. Yeah. This one I like it because morning is cold and wet, and then Shipiti for the animal, which is the same case study, same idea, and then Metta hope they find the shelter, and then the Anicca. Okay, she like Anicca, maybe she see animals, their life, but actually, if I would say Anicca, I would say all the animals they actually their lifespan is very short. Yeah. So they die and they were born again. So if you can write the case study like this, which is more strong to your mind, when you can see one story about the animals in 4 ways in the 4 Brahma Vihara. Okay. And then this one is I think she write because in her own story about she need to have mudita about cook for herself, and then the karuna because her stomach no food, and then the metta the pain subsiding, and then upeka reflect on the partial fasting. So she like that. This I think I like it because she can see same time different way, 4 ways of seeing the things. Okay. Yeah, that's true. How you feel calm and peaceful because you can let go thoughts. Yeah. So I think this is written by uh, Sumita. Let go all the unpleasant thoughts. Okay. So that's how. Yes. And then you feel peaceful. It's because you let go all the thoughts before you fall asleep. If you want to find, if you want to have a peaceful sleep, you must let go the thoughts. All right. So if she can rewrite it, she feel peaceful because she let go all the thoughts before falling down, falling into
Sorry,
sleep. That would be
Saji,
good.
this is not mine.
It's
Not
mine.
yours.
It's
Okay.
mine. It's mine. Melinda.
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 Okay. Okay.
This
All right.
this
Okay.
is mine.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. So yes, let go all the bad thoughts, let go the fear and worry, let go the fear, and put the light down like this. So means that you understand about the meaning of upeka means let go the bad one, focus on the good one, or let go the fear and worry. Right. Then the other is a stop. Most of you managed to write down good, very good for mudita, karuna, and metta. Okay, so I focus more on upeka because I find that most people cannot get it right yet. No, still need to I said brush out, right? Like this is good because mudita rejoice the weather is good for traveling, and then karuna help to clean out the car before traveling. And yes, she metta, she also feel happy because she had to do this. And then now the subject is go back to another. The morning tea was a little bit too sweet, just dilute. It's okay for this upeka, okay? It's not a problem. But if good like this, okay, the food served by sister-in-law was good, and then something about family problems, she feel compassionate, and then she happy to meet her relatives, and then when she saw the condition of brother-in-law, and then which is progressing slowly, but she didn't explain to us how she feel upeka, maybe because she feel sad for him, but she accept the karma, so sometimes you need to write some more, sometimes when you write like this, I would say you still need to write some more, it's not enough. Okay. Now mudita before sleep heard the sister that she's finally recovering from COVID, and then at the same time the sister is still recovering from body aches. Send her some encouraging words. glad to be well on the road of recovery. Okay, so it's good because it's talking about same story from the mudita, karuna, metta about the family, the sister condition. Okay. All right. Okay. Same thing. Mudita, rejoice on the vegetable, and then share it. Karuna for the neighbor. But when she write as a karuna for this part, why she need to share with the neighbor? Why she feel compassionate? Is it because the neighbor is need help or whatever? So if she can write some more, it will be more convincing. So it's kind of like writing essay. You need to convince to people. Sometimes we also need to convince to ourselves. So yeah. So morning time she write about the morning things about yeah, it's good when you wake up in the morning, don't rush, just seeing lovely twinkling stars and then wishing all the devas may they be protected from devas and living beings moving in the air. Maybe you are referring to the birds. May they be well protected from all harms and danger. And then all the earthbounds. But actually, right, this is why the sky, why for the metta you write for the earth. So it's sometimes when I read Isaiah, I was thinking, Sumita, why is it the sky is karuna and why the earth is metta? Is there any
I was
reason?
having stargazing, enjoying all this and that. So then I also see the clouds moving very beautifully. Then after that, I know there are sky
Okay.
devas and then there are birds.
Okay.
Then after that, I move to the eye level where I see the ground, all this and that.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So you go for direction, right? Different direction.
Yes, I was having that mind.
Okay.
Because the star is at the west direction, the east cannot see the star already.
Oh yes. Okay. I think most people love to write the peace of mind for this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, a lot of students like to write this word, peaceful feeling or calm feeling. Okay. But sometimes you all didn't explain. Okay. For example, she feel peaceful feeling after 10 minutes of meditation, right? Yes. But when we say Brahma Vihara, it's not just on the meditation. It's more on our our attitude and saying things. Later I will discuss about this. Is it good enough to just write this peaceful feeling? Okay, because I see a lot of students like to write the word peaceful feeling or calmness, right? Yeah, this is good. Okay, evening time, about these steps. Yeah, so if you can react the same story and you carry forward to 4 of them, then it's good. Yeah, and this is throughout the day, sort balance between the good and bad thoughts, fear and worry, and letting go. Okay. So, all right. Now, when we talk about this, I think you also don't have problem when ask you to write about the mudita. Mudita is just joyful feeling, anything good, worldly side or spiritual side. It's very easy to write about the mudita. Metta also easy. It's a kindness or loving kindness to all. But sometimes the problem is metta and compassion. Sometimes they are very similar to each other. Do you have any of you find this problem when you try to write the metta look like compassion look like metta? Okay, so in this way, how do you differentiate what is compassion, what is metta? Okay, anybody want to say something for those who do the homework? How about Brother Ko? You haven't sent any homework, no, Brother Ko? I actually received 8 homeworks, except Brother Ko.
Yeah, I didn't manage to complete any one of the day.
Okay, now since they are very hardworking, they've been writing from day one until now. Okay, so since you didn't write something, now I ask you this question: how do you differentiate what is karuna, what is metta?
In fact, I do have issue how to put it in words.
Okay.
I think it is not easy for me to put into words, but when I read some of the posting that you share, I find that those feelings I do have,
Mm-hmm.
Just that maybe I wasn't focused because this 1 week I was quite busy with my
Okay.
parents and as well as traveling. So I do not have the time to sit down and write. So I when my mind is not calm or not composed, it was quite
Okay.
difficult for me to write. So sometimes I wrote
Okay.
only one part of it and then I have to move on already. So
Actually, you
that's
all
why.
don't need to sit in front of computer. You can just write on piece of paper. You know, last time we write our diary. Like when you all young, did you write diary on a piece of paper or a diary book? You know,
Yeah.
okay, it's actually just jot down some notes. You know. Okay, since you don't have time now you got time. Can you see the difference between the karuna and metta, compassion and loving kindness? How do you differentiate which and which? Sometimes I see the student also is actually some are quite mixed together. Yeah. So how do you differentiate?
uh, Theoretically lah, I mean,
Mm.
but sometimes when you write, even when I was what do you call, uh, trying to put into words, I also have some issues here. But
Mm.
theoretically, is that metta is for all beings, whereas the
Okay.
karuna is only more specific for people who are not feeling well or
Mm.
suffering
Okay.
or what.
Yes.
So in terms of object, it's quite clear cut lah.
Okay, good. Good. That's one point. If you say metta is for all beings and then karuna is for those in suffering, like sufferer, we call it the sufferer. Those who need, like those who are sick, and then the like dogs and cat, you know, those we need to take care. So it's a clear cut idea if you say like this. Okay, thanks for your opinion. How about other student? Do you want to say something? How you differentiate between the metta and karuna? Mengse? Is it how to pronounce your name?
Yes, yes.
Mingse.
Ming.
Mingse. Yeah.
Ming.
How do you
See,
differentiate? Yes.
I see metta as um, an act, a mental act where you how to say, where you wish or you aspire that a person gets well, you are well. Whereas
Okay.
in the case of karuna, it's an outside person. You a rejoicing.
Rejoicing is
Outside person.
mudita.
Rejoicing is
Mudita.
mudita. Sorry,
Okay.
rejoicing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can you turn on the video? Yeah.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay.
So
Mm.
the karuna is for
Okay.
there must be an act after the karuna. For example, the compassion. For example, you see the dog don't have food,
Mm.
so you
Mm.
provide some food for the dog.
Mm.
That means it is not just a thought ending there. It is extends to an action.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. You turn it to action, right? Yes. Yes. That's a good point here.
I think you
Okay.
should do that, or otherwise compassion will stay at a paper level.
Okay, yeah, yeah, good. Because one of the definition of karuna, I think maybe some of you remember, it has two definitions. The first one is kam, the heart shake. That's one. When you see people suffering like dogs and cats, you heart shake. Second one is kar, from the K-A-R, kar, means you want to do something. Like you say, do some action for them. All right. So that's two good point here. The one like Brother Ko said just now, and then your point also. Yeah, it's good. So that's why we are having discussion, because you all have done the homework. So it's good to kind of like review it. You know, because why we need to review, because with so many meditation methods, this is the one. These four are really the one that we can practice anytime. Like kasina, all these are not easy. Okay, kasina or even asubha, the 32 body parts, or see the dead corpse. All these are too difficult for people. All right. Okay, good point here.
Can I
Okay.
ask a
Yes,
question?
yes. Linda, you want to say something?
On Tuesday, after coming down from AVMC from Balik Pulau, so down the road, we're going to Burma Road. So on the way, there's an accident, there's a bang, so involving 4 cars. So the fourth car is driven by a very young boy, 24-year-old boy. And he, after he's so tired, so that's why he banged the fourth car, banged on the third car, and second car, and the second
Yeah.
car on our car. So that means involving 4 parties, 4 cars. So this boy is afterwards, when we get down, so my husband very calmly asking, so things have happened. So what we should do? So we are talking with the four owners. So the young boy who is hitting all the car, caused the problem, he admitted he's wrong because he was telling that he was working for 12 hours non-stop. So he's too tired and he's rushing to do anything before he can go back to rest. He's too tired. So on hearing this, immediately we find that out of compassion, so we feel that he's so pitiful, you see. So we find we feel bad for him lah. So in the way that we just forgive him, and then everything can be settled calmly and amicably. As there's no even there's a is it when the moment when we the reactions we see the way he explained to us, he apologized. Is this put under karuna, compassion?
Yeah, you karuna for him. Yes. Yeah.
We feel compassionate for him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So everyone calm down and talk nicely, even though there's a lot of radars surrounding those insurance men. They are creating a lot of something that trigger the anger, everything. But all of us settled everything calmly, and we decided to go to police station, make the report, everything. And even the police inspector is so happy that you can settle this type of thing within 2 hours. Without anything happening. And he was telling my husband, you are very calm and there's no quarrel, everything. So everything settled, see. So then immediately they gave us the report, everything done within 2 hours. Thereby, this is considered under, there's a few things in this case, we can see it. It's also karuna, it's also mudita.
Yes.
Upeka, is it?
Yes.
Upeka as well.
Yeah. That's why if same case like this, you all can write in 4 ways. You all rejoice that he's working so hard, for his family, right? Sometimes when we heard their story, right? Or not. And then you feel compassion for him because they had to rush, that he also very tired. And then metta, you try to be kind to him also. And upeka, actually, why car accident or this, as long as no people die, but sometimes the car is like when they a little bit car accident, but you have to spend lots of money if no insurance, right? Try to repair the car. That's why people make such a big fuss on the car because it's expensive things, right? But actually it's so cheap, then nobody makes such a big fuss. Alright. Here also sometimes we have this kind of story where one time got one lady accidentally hit our van, and then she has no money, so she really kneel down and beg, because Sayaji is a nun, Myanmar nun is the Sayaji. They always kneel down. They kneel down in front of Sayaji and beg forgiveness. But she said she have no money. She just give some money and then she just go. But the car accident, the cost for the car actually is much more than the money she give. But Sayaji also let her go because they are very poor. Here, the situation here, people are very poor. If they're really poor, means that no matter how is it, they have no money. And here all the car has no insurance. Most of the car has no insurance. So even our car has no insurance. So we have no need to make police report unless really big serious, like somebody killed or injured, However, yes, it's good. If you can handle the situation in a good way. Not to say you are Buddhist or what, just that you are as a normal human being. You be able to sympathize with people. Sometimes we don't say, oh, in Buddhist must be like this, your other religion you should be like this. All these are too much labeling. As long as you be a human being, you feel what they feel. You just try to help them without suffering too much on your side, because sometimes we help people, we also cannot be over help. If we over help, we feel very tired also. Okay.
And the forecast is very badly damaged. It's because it's just like bomb. The heat is so
really. So bad.
The middle 2 cars, the second and the third car, it's need to be towed. The car cannot move anymore. It's very heat, but no one hurt. Immediately when they heard a very loud bang, so immediately
nobody hurt.
In my mind, I just come out in my mind immediately. So I sent may all be be
Yeah.
safe and well. You see, well and safe individually.
Okay.
So I send a metta. May all things can be settled amicably, smoothly, and
Okay.
I just come to my mind immediately. I just send metta. So this is it the right way?
Yeah, that's the right way. However, the
Right way?
best way, this 4 Brahma Vihara is, the Buddha said that the one that we can practice anytime, any place, It's not like Kasina or this or Asubha. There is a special, you need to find a special method for you. But this like Buddhanusati, Metta, even my Marananusati is something that you can practice anytime. And it should come immediately. That's why we say now we are on this training for you to focus the idea and process the information rightly. Okay, thanks for sharing. Okay, now I'm going to do the screen sharing on the. Okay. All right. So. All right. So last time we already say this one. Okay. So recently I was looking at this. I think you all know this sutta. Okay, now when you recite the Karaniya Metta Sutta and then compare with other sutta, what is the difference? All right, so I think you all heard about this background. This Metta Sutta, because they went to the trees, forests to meditate, by the Deva who is happy with them. They are not happy with them because when the monks meditate there, the Deva will stay on the top of a tree. They cannot stay on the top of a tree. They have to come down and walk on the earth with their children. So they are not happy. So they try to drive the monk away, making the fearful sight and sound day and night. Okay, so that's why they cannot meditate there. They got sick, no progress. So they went to see the Buddha, where there are no other suitable location for them to become like only this place. So the Buddha asked them to go back, and then he taught meditation, and also for protection. So they go back, they chant, not only chant, but they also practice. And then at the end of these 3 months, they attain and they become Arahant. Okay, now we go and see this. And we see how should we make it into practice. I already covered the 11 benefits of metta. Okay, especially this one. Okay, one is protected by the deities. Sometimes when you are in a place that not so secure, there's a danger, so you can chant this one. Right, so this is the Pali, you all know it. Okay, and this is the English. Now this one I get from, I think, Narada, right? So it has the Pali and English. Okay, Karaniya Metta Kusalena. So this sutta is called Karaniya Metta because of this word Karaniya. It's Pali called Kusala. Right? So next time in Pali class, maybe I will go through this one. For one who want to attain the state of peace, peace here means Santa means peace. Peace here means Nibbana. So if somebody want to attain the Nibbana like the monk, now here, according to this sutta, if we count, we can count how many qualities the Buddha said. Alright? Sako,
14.
how many? 15. 14, okay. Sako, able. Uju, suju. So 1. Able, uju, suju means suju, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Then suwacho, amen to correction means that good to speak to. Mudu, gentle, humble, anatimani. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 6. Okay, you have 6 here. So if must be able. This means that if you want to practice meditation, you must have the mental ability and physical ability. And you must be upright. Okay? And must listen to the advice from the teacher or senior. And your mind should be gentle and humble. Because proud people cannot progress because of a lot of defilement. So how many already? 6 already. Okay. Santu Sako, contented. 7. Subhara. So let me write down. Okay. So this is 6. 7. How many? Sorry, this is 7 already. 7. 8. Okay. Okay. 8. Santu Sako, contented means that he's not so. If the mind should be happy with whatever he has. So has not too many activities. If you are having too many activities, your mind cannot concentrate. And then your life should be simple. Okay. Control means you guide your sixth sense, not for your mind to run away with all the sight, sound, smell, and so on. Nipako actually is not greedily attached to family. This means that do not so have too much attachment towards your family. 7, 8. So 11, 12, So 13. So it's very difficult to write here. 14. Okay. So up to here we have 14 qualities. Actually, if we counted this one, is considered 15 also. Okay. He should not commit any. Kuda is a small, very small. Any wise person, Vinyo is a wise person, might might find fault in him. So if you counted this one, it's a 15 quality. And then from here is actually Sabe Sata Bhavantu Sukitata. So if you want to wish people a very simple metta, you can just recite Sukino wa Kemino Honto Sabe Sata Bhavantu slow. Let's see, we say. So last time I tell you, if you want to use chanting as a meditation, so you can chant this one just now. Sabe Sata Bhavantu Sukitata. So this is the easiest way to wish people. Or if you want another version, Sabe Sata Sukita Hondo, then followed by Avera Hondo, Abhya Pacha Hondo, Aniga Hondo, Suki Atana Pariharanto. So any sutta, if you use it, you can turn it to a meditation. So from this 15 metta to all beings, okay? Suki na wa kemino hondo. May all beings, Suki is a sukha, happy. You know, like Malay word happy. Alright. Suki tata also same. Say happiness, or sometimes sukha also peaceful, right? Now this part is talking about all types of being, right? Whether weak, strong, long, short, big, medium size, small, and gross. So all types of beings here. Visible means that we can see. Invisible means that cannot be seen like the Dewa. Those stay in near and far. So those come to be or have yet come to be. So this radiate loving kindness to all beings. Here also same. Okay, this also same. Not deceive, not despise another person anyway at all, in anger, right? So this is metta, but it's another way of seeing. Means that instead of thinking about metta, thinking about non-anger, non-evil, right? Non-harm. So there's another way we look at the metta one, right? So now the best way to practice metta is this one. Mata yata niyaputa. I think most of you know. Just the mother. We look at the word eka, only one child. Okay, it's not like 2 child, 3 children, 4 children. If the mother have only one child, even she die, she will protect her own child. So this is same feeling of the mother. Her love very strong, undivided to her only one child. And then so this point is, let her meditate this loving kindness towards all beings. Aparimanam, boundless. What's the meaning of aparimanam? Means no limit, right? Boundless means no limit. The love will not limited. Oh, this is my loved one, so I only send love to him or her. If she's not my dear one, I will not radiate loving kindness to him or her. So this is talking about take loving kindness, send loving kindness to all beings. And then this is the same direction, right? Towards all whole world. Udam Ado Triyam. I think you all know this. Above, below, and all around. So this is the loving kindness above to the below. Udam, above, Ado, below, Triyam, around. And then it's same. Here the loving kindness is always talking about from the other side. Okay. Free from hatred. So when we say define, what is the meaning of metta? Metta means no hatred, no enmity. So that's why from here we can define. This is different from the karuna. Okay, karuna we don't talk about hatred and enmity. Only loving kindness we talk about free from hatred and enmity. Right? So when can you practice metta? Alright, in any of the we call it 4 postures. As long as you are awake, it's a mindfulness here. Right? You should develop this mindfulness. That is we call it Brahma Vihara. So you can see here Brahma Vihara. Okay, and any sutta, they have a good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good at the end. So at the end, the Buddha said the benefits. All right. So and if he be conceived in this womb, this means that will not come back to a human world. All right. Okay. So there's a short introduction. Okay. Any question on this matter? Anybody got something to ask?
Yes,
Sagi, may I ask?
Sayaji.
Yes.
Sister Sumita first.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
When I wish, I wrote Sukita, the Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukitata. May I know this Suki normally if it stand by itself, the KHI is long I, but when you combine, is it confirmed it's a short I? Sukitata. I checked a few chanting book all without long I.
Sukitata.
The Suki.
Yeah, when you combine, you don't put long I
Okay,
anymore.
thank you.
Yeah. When you put long I should be the nominative case. So when you combine, it's no more nominative case. It's like compound here already.
Okay, that means you
Okay.
don't have to put
Alright.
the dash. No need to put dash.
No.
Okay, thank
Normally
you.
should not have the dash here.
Okay.
Yeah. But we can confirm later. Okay. But I'm thinking maybe from the basic student, you all can take this one as your homework. Okay. So you all got something to do lah. Alright. Because like this kind of thing is good for homework. First, you have the English translation, so you don't feel scared with the Pali, right? And then you just need to find out more of the meaning of the individual words and then find the grammar. Okay. Yes. Minse, you want to say something?
Yes, Sayagyi.
Yes.
This sutta was spoken by the Buddha, and I'm sure it was told to Ananda.
Sorry, it was told by?
It was told to
Ananda. Yeah.
But why didn't the sutta start with thus have I heard?
Okay.
The same
It's
with
a
the
good
Ratana
question.
Sutta.
This one on the book of 11. Not to say all the sutta must Evame Sutta, not to say all, you know.
I think as long as
Okay, this one is said in
Ananda
the
is there, there's no need to repeat to Ananda, because Ananda's request from Buddha is during his absence, Buddha must retell the story to him.
But
You see,
whatever is it,
but
to
this
me,
one,
I say
okay, wait.
because
You
Ananda
see,
was there.
let me look at the Pali. Okay, just now that version don't have, but according to this version, in the Metta Nisamsa Sutta, alright, you can find the Ewame Sutta. So just now, I think the one that show just now is from the one of the website. It doesn't show this Ewame Sutta, but this one have, alright.
Sayagyi, this is Metta
Yeah, this
Sutta.
is in
The other one
Anguttara
is
also.
Saranya
Yes.
Metta Sutta.
This is different.
Oh yeah.
This
Oh
is
yeah.
different.
This one is not.
This is Metta Sutta.
Yeah.
The other one is
Yeah.
Karanya
This
Metta
is
Sutta.
yes. This one is the 11 benefits. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The
So
other one,
let's see.
because 500, Ananda was there, so there's no need to say Evang Me Sutang. He's there to listen already.
No, it was reported. So it was reported in the first council. It was reported in the first council. So Ananda has to say, "Thus have I heard," just like Ratana Sutta. But
Yeah,
Ratana
sometimes
Sutta
cannot
is
find the word.
similar to this. Ratana Sutta.
But it
Ratana
doesn't matter
Sutta-
whether it's here because after the
It's out of
Buddha passed
curiosity.
away, after the Buddha attained Parinibbana, only the Ananda, he's the one that had to recite all the suttas. Yeah.
Correct.
Except the Vinaya rules. Vinaya rules by the Upali. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ananda has to recite all the sutta. So even though it's not put there, so we have to understand he's the one that recite because the Venerable Kassapa asked the Ananda. So you can find in the commentary. So Ananda will be the one that say the Buddha preached which sutta. The first sutta is a Brahmajala, and then after that subsequent which sutta. So Ananda recite all the sutta. So at that point he already became an Arahant. So you all heard the story, right? Before that, how many? 499 Arahant, except him. Because of due to attachment of the Buddha, and then he didn't have time to practice. Actually, main thing is his attachment towards the Buddha. Or he should have enough time to practice. Then before the first Buddhist council, he decided he must make effort. So he practiced the whole night, and then he realized that his effort is too much. Then before he lie down, before the head touching the pillow, and then where the feet is off the ground in a very special position, he became Arahant. So as an Arahant, he repeat all the discourse by the Buddha, because he also told the Buddha, if the Buddha say something when he was not around, he requested the Buddha to repeat the discourses to Ananda. So the Ananda, he heard many suttas. So even though it's not mentioned, but you also cannot really say it must be said by Ananda, then it must be Ewame Sutta. If not said by Ananda, it's not Ewame Sutta. Because sometime later, some of the texts, even though not said by Ananda, they also might have Ewame Sutta also, right?
Yes.
So we cannot say, yeah. But why we say, the way we say that, how do we determine that this sutta is really by the Buddha? We see the way it write, the contents of Dhamma, that's more important. We call it the, how we call it, no. The way, the message in the Dhamma, that is more important. Whether is it Like normal, when the Buddha say you can see it, Buddha always, there's a beginning, all right, introduction. After that, there's a middle, and at the end, there's always the summary and the benefits. And the Buddha teaching always talking about letting go, craving, and to by letting craving, then your mind will be more peaceful. And then even this peacefulness, you have to contemplate anicca, dukkha, anatta, and then nibbana is the best, right? So we have to see the contents of the Dhamma more rather than you just focus on the text. But of course, as any scholar or Pali scholar, we still have to focus on the text also. Yeah, that's why I started with Pali course, so hopefully you all will be a future Pali scholar lah.
No need
Okay.
to go that high
Thank you,
lah.
Sayaji.
It's difficult, Sajaji.
Okay, yes, yeah. So yeah, later I got time, I will check the Karaniya Metta Sutta. So now, because I had to search the Pali Tipitaka. Okay, next question about this Metta Sutta. If not, we will just go back to do the review on these four Brahma Vihara. Any question on Metta? No more? Okay. Now, so we already covered here. So I already mentioned to you, you either can do two way. The first way, just develop the metta without chanting, all right, to your loved one, to yourself, to your respected one, to your loved one. After that, then to your neutral one, then to your unfriendly one, enemy. Okay, so that's for you if you feel that this method is very easy. But if you want to combine with the chanting, all right, so you can do any chanting like just now the Karaniya Metta Sutta, or night chanting with the Aham Awiro Homi. But when you chant, you can first try to know the individual meaning of the words. That's very important, because when you chant, if you can penetrate the meaning, and the meaning will be, the chanting will be more meaningful. And when you chant, sometimes try to chant slowly and deeply instead of just rush. Within 5 minutes you must finish all the chanting. No need to do like this. Okay. And also, why we do this one? Because when we are chanting, we can radiate the metta at the same time, and we can take it as a Dhammanusati. Means that we remember the Dhamma. I already go through. So when you do chanting, you can practice, take it like this chanting, you can practice as a metta. And then when you chant this one, and then okay. So when you chant dukkha muchantu, is a compassion. When whatever they have not lost, this is rejoice, mudita. So kamma saka is a upeka, equanimity. So that's important when you, especially when you are liars with people, you need to remember everybody have their own karma. Okay, now we go for characteristic. Alright. So the karuna, the object is beings in suffering. That's the object here. Mudita, you are talking about prosperity or well-being, or being yourself or other people. Upekha is important. Is you get a peacefulness because you overcome like and dislike, and overcome the attachment to beings. Okay. And then the best way, if you can take the beings as formation. So this is more on vipassana practice. Beings as formation. Alright. So I will talk about this. Alright. Now karuna means that when you, the object will be beings weaker, sicker, need help. Right? So when we learn the Pali, that's why it's good. I think last time I mentioned to you, one of the root is kam, to shake. Okay. Another root is a kar. Okay, to do. So you want to do some action to help people. Okay, to help beings. So you notice that it's different from metta. And then when you have this kam, means your mind, your heart shakes with compassion. Means that when you see them suffering, your mind is shaking. It's like you don't feel that your mind is peaceful, your mind is shaking. Karoti is you want to do something to help beings. So there's the difference between metta. Metta, you don't see this. Okay, when just now we already studied the metta. So, and what's the difference here? So when it's metta, you notice that the metta is non-hatred. Okay. Okay, just like I say, the mind is free from hatred, non-enmity. So the mind has the. So actually in Abhidhamma, if you learn Abhidhamma, that's why it's very beneficial. One thing you notice that what actually the meaning of metta. In Abhidhamma, according to the Cetasika, is called adosa. Adosa means non-hatred, non-enmity. Alright? So it's very different from karuna. Karuna, your mind shake, you want to do something, but metta is the state of non-hatred, non-enmity. Sometimes we call it kindness, or sometimes we call it loving kindness. Okay, the word loving kindness also okay. Okay, I think mudita here. Alright, so now upeka. Alright, so upeka, if you want to practice balanced mind, before you get the peacefulness, so I think most of your homework you all like to like the word peacefulness. Yes, but how do you get the peacefulness? How do you get the calmness of mind? It's because your mind has been able to let go the like and dislike, attachment, desire, compared to hatred and aversion is one pair. You'll be able to let go like, dislike, attachment or hatred, desire or aversion, and be aware of these vicissitudes or worldly things. Okay, so we call it, I think most of you heard about this. Alright, vicissitude means that this one, gain, loss, fame, defame, praise, blame, happiness and suffering. So in Pali very easy, labha, alabha, yasa, ayasa, pasamsa, ninda, sukha, dukkha. So if your mind are not shaken by this, we call it 8 winds. So if you can make your mind stay like this, then your mind is in the middle. Alright, so actually the meaning of upeka means very easy, stay in the middle, not too extreme. Okay, so that's one way. Either you practice vipassana or you practice the balanced mind. That's one thing. So how you practice vipassana? So you have to see everything, six sense door, six sense bases, everything that comes, all the object come to your eye, ear, nose and so on. So you have to see the beings as mind matter or formation. So no longer cling to I, you, me, he or she or my family. See them as just namarupa or five aggregates. So this one, for those who practice vipassana, you be able to see this. So another way, try to see the impermanence, suffering and non-self of all beings, even yourself, of all everything's inside yourself or outside yourself. And also, lastly, if your mind still cling to the idea of all beings, then you have to see the working of karma. All the beings are subject to own karma. So that's how you try to increase the right view. This means that you need to have the karma, vipassana, jhana and so on by listening to more dhamma talk or by discussion like this. Okay, so right, so I will show the previous page, so you all got question, you all can ask now.
Actually, can I ask a question?
Yes, Linda, yes.
I just wonder, for instance, there's one incident whereby they share the video stopping people from feeding the pigeon. So
Okay.
so I was asking Bante, if everyone were to stop feeding a pigeon, so I find that it's so compassionate for the pigeon. They got no food to eat if no one feeding.
The pigeon where? In the temple or where?
I mean anywhere. What I mean is anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So they if no one feeding the pigeon, so the pigeon will be no food. So it's so I was talking to Bante that I mean the pigeon is so compassionate. Then Bante was telling me, you have to, how to say, he was telling me that the pigeon know how to look for food.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Correct.
Yeah.
They will go elsewhere.
So you say you have to watch your own mind, that you how he was telling me that you have to compassion with your own self because you are worrying too much. So the worrying is actually affecting your own mind. So
yeah.
So is that what I mean is what Bante say? Is it his feeling is actually classified under upeka? That
Your
kind of,
feeling towards the pigeon
I
or
mean Bante
his
say
feeling?
my feeling. My one is it
Compassion. Yeah,
karuna?
yours is compassion. Yeah, yours
Then
is compassion.
Bante one is it upeka? I mean
Yeah,
the
yeah. Right. Yes.
is
Because
classified under the
animals like birds, they should be able to look for their own food, but because people feed them in the temple, so all the here, especially in Myanmar, then because they feed them outside the temple, so all the birds come, but when they come, some are being captured. Yeah, because they are being captured to sell in the market. Then somebody go and buy. Somebody release it. Then somebody go and buy. So it's like repeating the circle again. But actually, the animals should be able to find the food because here I see all the birds. We have many birds outside. Some live in the rooftop. We don't feed them, but they be able morning they wake up and then they sing the song whatever. They fly. They look for food and night time they come back. So we don't feed the food to the birds. The birds be able to find their own food. Yeah. Even at raining time, they will build the house inside our our place. And then during the summer and winter, they think our building is too hot, so they move out again. So actually, the animals should be able to survive by themselves. Yeah.
Bante say that I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Even like here, we have the dogs. We have 3 dogs or 4 dogs. I mean, as a dog, they should be able. Dogs don't need any training from us. So when in the very cold winter, the daytime as hot as 12 o'clock. Even in Myanmar, actually, summer, winter, daytime is very hot. So daytime they go and sunbathe in the middle of a road. They absorb all the heat from the sun. Then nighttime they don't feel cold. Those dogs like this, natural dog, we call it, not the pet dog, they can survive longer because they are stronger, healthy. But those being pampered, those pet dog, they must stay inside the room together with the owner. Then they don't have the proper immune system. Those will fall sick very easily because they don't know how to take care of themselves. But actually, animals should be able to take care of themselves. Yeah. Here we got cat, we got dogs, we also got snakes sometimes. So I see many and lizard also. Sometimes I got lizard. Every time I do computer, the small lizard will go in front of me because when we turn on the light on the top and then the small animal insects will fall down. So the small lizard seems to live on my table. I see him or her once in a while. So yeah, they will look for food. And then the water kettle. Nighttime I put there. The next morning the water kettle full of the ants. Why? Because they want to drink water. Yeah, actually animals should have the ability to take care of themselves. Yeah, if we take care of them too much, they don't know how to survive. Yeah, unless they are pet dog. We say unless they are pet dog, they are in the house, they don't know how to look for food, then you have to give them food, because if you don't give them food, they will be hungry. Like here we got many birds. I never feed them. They fly around every day. So nighttime they come back wherever they go. Alright, so that's with upeka. First, like just on the point, first you see the beings as a namarupa. That's one thing, as a vipassana practice. Second thing, you let go your like and dislike, your aversion, your compassion, whatever, all this might let go, especially when you're practicing vipassana. Third one, you understand karma saka. All beings are subject to own karma. They're born as a bird, even those born as insects. Insects' life is very short. They are born in today, the next day they die. The insect's life is very, very short. So we cannot be compassionate to all the insects. There are so many of them, even like ants, there are many. So we try to ship and put them somewhere that they can stay freely. If we don't sweep the floor, the ants will move in. You have to sweep the floor, right? Okay, so if you feel so compassionate for the pigeon, maybe you can think about somewhere, maybe instead of just pigeon, there are many animals that really more deserve our love. Pigeon is okay, they can fly wherever they want to go. Okay, it's better they fly on the sky rather than being captured in the cage. Yeah, because sometimes I go, I can see, how come there are animals, the birds are in the cage? Because somebody want to buy them, so somebody catch the birds, right? Yeah. So same like in some of the temple always has selling the fish because somebody want to liberate the animals, liberate the fish. So the fish are being captured again. And then when they are being driven to the sea in the hot sun in a small vehicle, and then by the time they go to the sea, before they go there, many fishes have died already, right? Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, next question. Mingsi, yes, you want to say something? Anybody? Yes.
Yeah. No, I never. Just in response to what Linda said.
Okay.
If she used the word if, everybody does that, because the word if is hypothetical. It will not. It is only a hypothesis to me. So
Yeah.
it is. It will not materialize. We cannot assume that everybody keeps 5%. We cannot assume that
Yeah,
everybody.
true.
So if it's hypothetical, it's only an imaginary situation.
Okay.
Thank you.
The main thing is we need to take care of others, but we also need to take care of ourselves, because if you want to take care of people, you see in the world there are so many wars, so many refugees. How many can you take care? Now the crisis about, I think you all heard about Rohingya. So these Rohingya terms, even Myanmar, they don't heard about this Rohingya. Okay, so these terms about the refugees, there are many of them. How can you take care of them? Alright, so if no questions, so I will just wrap it up. So today is actually just, so main thing, metta and karuna is different. So hopefully when you write something, you can see the difference now. Metta is like the sutta say, is non-hatred, not enmity, is kindness, loving kindness. Karuna is also always the needs. You want to do something, or when you see beings in suffering, animals sick. Mudita is very easy. Anything happy. Upeka is I hope you all can write more on Upeka, but you don't write about why calmness or peacefulness come. You should write why they come, okay? Instead of telling me why the calmness and peacefulness come, you should tell me, okay, because you let go. I think some of you managed to write this one, let go the light and dislike, okay? And then and how you, I think only few of you write about Vipassana. I think Melinda, she write about some Vipassana, right? But some of you didn't write about the Vipassana point, okay? Only once in a while, not all the time. And I think some of you write about the working of karma. That's very important for us to keep our mind in a middle way. All right. So because how are we going to practice helping people all the time, right? Unless you want to be bodhisattva. Now, according to this Sayadaw, he said you can practice mudita karuna first before metta. So if you find doing the homework mudita karuna easy, so you write mudita karuna first, and after that the metta, and then the upeka. All right. I think most of you managed to follow this sequence. So wake up 5 times, all right? Wake up and do 5 times and write the mudita, which is easier. Karuna also easier. Metta is easier. Upeka. So this time, if you want to write, you can write for another 1 week and try to see how you let go the like, dislike, and how you see impermanence of all the beings, all right? So instead of not just say, my mind feel calm, my mind feel peaceful, okay? Because I see some of you just write, my mind feel calm and peaceful, right? Okay, for example, you see. Okay, this is good. My mind is at peace because let go the worry. That's good here. Yeah. This also my mind at peace, let go worry. That's good. She write the reason why the mind is peace, because she let go the worry. Okay. Okay, this one, peaceful mind before falling asleep. Yeah, she didn't mention why. Yeah, this one good. Have bad thoughts and then focus on good thoughts. Yeah, letting go. This good. Okay, mind is calm and peaceful. So if you want to practice more upeka, you need to write down why your mind is calm and peaceful. Is it because you have done all the tasks? You have finished all your thoughts because you need to have the thoughts to process the things. Okay. Okay, now. Yeah, this is good also. The mind is the ground is soggy. Yeah. So neutral. Means that the mind can accept the the ground is very wet and walking is not good. Yeah. But this one didn't say, okay. Feeling chilly might have caught the cold, but they keep warm and stay healthy. Alright. This one, it didn't see much of the upekkha. This one is more on the metta or compassion towards oneself. Alright. So I think some of the, you need to rewrite some more. Okay. Like this, okay. Now she focused more on COVID, okay. But didn't see the upekkha here. This one is going to be, don't panic, this is good, okay. Yeah. The garden is flooded again. Need to dig out the drain so that the water can flow out. So this one need to write some more, okay, because it's not clear. The upekkha is not clear for me, yeah. Okay, so, alright, yes. I think I read most of your homework, okay. Most of you managed to do the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's not a problem. Okay, today is just a short sharing because I think it's near to holiday. So, and so after that January I will be very busy, yeah, because with the Pali. So for this class we still have one to go. There's Anapanasati. So after the Anapanasati, then the Visuddhimagga actually move all the way to Vipassana already. But if you have not practiced Vipassana, so maybe some of the lesson will not so beneficial for you because some are going very deep into Vipassana. So I think next week maybe I will go for one class Anapanasati, then I will stop it. Okay, because I think so far we cover all the 40 samatha practice, and I also mentioned some about Vipassana point. That should be very helpful for you all if you want to practice. Okay. All right. Any last question?
Saji,
Yes.
maybe now you can share some Vipassana point, how you look into like the Nama Rupa, because sometimes when you do walking meditation, you can see Nama Rupa, but then I think the mind not strong, the mindfulness, so you can
Okay.
see after that it disappear.
All right. One thing about when you practice Vipassana, like I always say, right view. Right view is very important. So right view means that you have to keep in your mind Nama Rupa all the time, not just in walking meditation. Whenever you're sitting, whenever you are talking with people, even talking to hi dear one, whatever, at that time you also need to keep in mind the Nama Rupa. So you cannot let go this knowledge. Even like let's say if you're walking you can see Nama Rupa, but after that you need to continue to hold on the knowledge. So bring it to your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you have to see the Nama Rupa. Okay?
Nama
So
Rupa,
because
how to
if you
put
don't
in-
see it, the delusion will come back again. Okay?
So Nama Rupa, to lay people, how do we explain to them? Because when I will share, then Nama Rupa, they don't understand. How to put to simple layman term that is easy for them to...
Oh, mind and body. Mind and body.
Okay.
Everybody understand mind and body.
Mm.
Nama Rupa is Pali because we use Pali because from the Pali is once you get the Nama Rupa idea, it's easier to continue. If not, you use the mind and body. Sometimes we use the word mentality and materiality,
Yeah.
so it's
Thank
very
you.
confusing. So we just skip. We just stick to the word Nama Rupa. But the idea is just mind and body in a
Correct.
walking time, in sitting time. Whatever you do, when you're washing the plate, you're sweeping the floor, when you are doing gardening, you have to feel the mind and matter until it's so clearly that, like somebody say, it's like I'm sitting in meditation, somebody else is watching me doing the sitting. Sometimes there's a kind of weird feeling here there, but it's a real one, because at that time if you see that, oh, I'm sitting there and somebody is like watching it, you can see the difference. What is mind, what is body, is you can see it as a separate things already. Okay.
Thank you.
And the best way I think is not just on this mind and body, is six sense basis. Whenever things come to your eye door, ear door, nose door, body door, you have to see how the object create reaction in your mind. When you see good things, your mind will get attracted. When you see the bad things, your mind will feel very sad. Okay, so you have to make the mind more
Neutral.
neutral. You cannot be keep the mind too excited. Because once we say must keep the mind in a middle way. Because when you don't stick the mind in the middle way, you will go one way. When you go another way, one extreme, then you don't see the sixth sense basis and sixth sense object, the reaction. So you have to put it in the middle. Okay, that's important. Because that's the things that we can practice 24 hours except sleeping time. So if you don't do that, then the conventional terms, I, you, my family, my loved one, my child, my grandchildren, all will come in very. Of course, as a lay person, even like me, I still got my mother, I still got my sister, I still got my Dharma sister. Okay, that is when we liaise with them. We need to have this Brahma Vihara. But other time when we by ourselves, we need to make sure our mind don't get too excited. Means that don't get too happy and don't get too unhappy. Do you know why people having depression? Do you know the reason why people having depression? Anybody? Why people has depression? What's the reason?
I think it's think of themselves, self-pity, think of
Self-pity.
themselves more. Think of themselves.
Self-pity means that main thing is they don't train the mind. Their mind is always think about bad things, right? Because if something happen good, they also see as bad thing. They see all the bad things happen in their life as very big bad things. So sooner or later they cannot stand the stress. Sooner or later they will kill themselves. Right? So depression is like, of course, say is even say if we want to help them, but they don't want to help themselves. Sometimes they say they don't even know how to help themselves because they are not trained to keep the mind in the middle. They let the mind too extreme, either too very happy, then other the next month too very sad. So too much, we call it ding dong ding dong ding dong, too extremes. So their world is not stable enough, so they will collapse if something big things happen to them. Yeah, that's why promotion. I plan to start next year when I come to Malaysia. Plan to do a counseling course, self-awareness course. So for you all, if you want to learn counseling to help people, or you want to have some skill about how to manage your emotion, all right. So I'll do it in. I already one appointment to do it. One in Kajang Buddhist Society. Another one is in Sungai Petani Buddhist Society. So other place like Metalos, I say I will go there, but we didn't fix the topic yet. Seremban also will go there. We also didn't fix the topic there. But I think self-awareness and counseling is good enough, because self-awareness you can help yourself, and then counseling you can learn how to help people. Okay. All right. Okay. So let us finish short. Maybe Sumita, can you lead the chanting? My voice is tired already. Can you lead the chanting or sharing merits? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Compose ourselves, please, brothers and sisters. Sagi, thank you for the opportunity. So,
Okay.
Buddha Sasana Chiram Titatu. Buddha Sasana Build Chiram Titatu. Buddha Sasana Chiram Titatu. May all beings be well and happy, and may they take good care of themselves happily. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sumita, sharing merits. Sharing merits. Yeah, yeah.
Sharing merits. Okay. So I start off with Ettavata cha amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe deva sabbe satta sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme tinang hotu sukita hontu tayo. Idamme tinang hotu sukita hontu tayo. Idamme tinang hotu sukita hontu tayo. Imina punya kamena mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yavanippana pattiya. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you for joining in. Okay, I think next week we better have the one week off since all of you will be busy with the Christmas. Okay, so I see you next year, January.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
So
Saji.
Pali and
Thank
this
you,
Visuddhimagga.
Saji.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Saji. Thank you
Saji.
for your teaching.
Okay,
Take
bye bye.
care. Bye bye.
Saji.
Bye.